And also, I've cleaned the desks because I had ink all over them, but I'm actually going to swap my setup about. So right now, as you know, this side here is where my sewing machines and stuff were, and then here, like on the back wall I guess, where my light is, my black lamp, is where I was doing a lot of designing and like drawing and stuff. I can't cut fabric in this room because it's too small anyway, so I don't need space for that. But so what I'm going to do, because I need kind of like a separate area of printmaking because it can get messy, the longer table where my sewing machines were, so you can see my overlocker there, I'm actually going to turn to like my printmaking like place, and then I'm going to put my machines kind of this way across the back wall rather than down here. Because I feel like that will work much better. And I also have the lamp, so when it comes in the frame I have like a twisty lamp that will be great if my sewing machines are there because it'll give me extra light. And there's a window here where my printmaking place like setup will be, so I've got enough light for that. I do also need to buy new not storage, well, some sort of storage for paper, but also storage, like I need to buy more pegboards because I have so much stuff. Like I don't really have much floor space. I don't have any floor space really, so everything needs to go on the wall. So yeah, so that's what I'm going to do today. It's just a lot of again, pattern making. I need to do sewing, we've got to do that, and also just rearranging everything. So what I've done is I actually flipped my cutting mat to the other side so it's a different colour and it's also clean, because even though I don't cut fabric for garments in this room, I actually cut tote bags which I use for my print business, which I will be introducing soon. So I'm hoping you guys can see I've just wrote a list of things I need to do, and I've actually got a few things to do. I'm not going to get all of this done today, but if it will focus, I'm not going to get all of it done today, but the main sewing things I got to do is I got to finish my toile of my dress for uni. I got to add the collar and just do all the finishing, so hems and things like that. And then pattern work, I need to finish my collar pattern. I've got slash and spread to do on that. My cuff pattern I think is done, but I think I just need to like finalize it. And then the bodice pattern is done, but where the darts are, you need to like adjust the pattern because you need the darts when sewn. You need them to finish within the seam allowance as well, so it looks all clean, if that makes sense. So I just need to check that. I've done the pattern for it, but I just need to check it. And then I've just got some digital stuff to do, and I've also got to write an essay. Of course, all of this isn't due, like it's due in about 2 weeks, so I can get it all done, but the bulk of it I think I can get done in the next few days. So I finished slashing and spreading the collar pattern. Now I actually have to fold each individual ruff, because this is a rough collar, and I have to sew them up. So I'm just gonna fold, and then I'm gonna sew a line across just to hold kind of the pleats, I guess, in, but they're not gonna be sewn up because I don't want them to not be able to like stretch, if that makes sense. Not stretch, like if they were folded and sewn up, they won't be able to like pull apart, if that makes sense. Won't be as much movement in the fabric. So I'm just going to fold them and sew a straight line across. So that's what I'm going to do next. So I've repinned the collar on properly now. I completely forgot the last time that it needs to go on the inside, so it's right side to right side. So hopefully this will come out correct. And yeah, I'm actually really happy. If this comes out correct the first time, I'm going to be really happy because the pattern is a really difficult one. As you guys saw, I had to do a lot of slash and spread, but let's sew this on and see how it comes out. So I've sewn that on, and now it's time to see if I actually done it correctly. I should have. This is a toile, by the way, of the dress I'm making for my university project. I think I've said that, but just in case. So we pull the sleeves through first. Focus this. We pull the sleeves through. The sleeves are cap sleeves, but then they have a power mesh, or will have a power mesh actual sleeve coming down the arm to look like a silhouette, as if it's framing the actual arm. And I just used any old mesh for now to get that effect. But even with this, it's still actually quite stunning. And I just literally push my arm through it to get it to come through. But the star of the show, which is the collar, fits absolutely perfectly, if you guys can see. As you can see, it meets up at the front. The only criticism I would say is when I do the actual thing is, I don't know if you guys can see, but it still looks fine. It's like a V, but maybe I'll try and meet them points exactly. On the inside they are pretty much exact, so maybe it should look like that. But I'm really happy with that. Unfortunately I'm not in uni, so I don't have a mannequin to put it on. But it seems to be standing on its own, and yeah, I am really happy with the collar. So it's now the next day, and it's about 12 already in the afternoon, and I've got my coffee, and today I'm just going to finish a few practical things that I have to do. So what I need to do is, my list of things to do actually isn't that long. I've added the collar and I've finished the collar pattern, which is great. You guys saw earlier on in the video, which was yesterday, that I have like a big file for all my patterns just to keep them all organised. But what I'm going to do today is add the cuffs and also do finishing, so hems and things. Although the dress is a different shape to my pattern, because the final pattern now is like being all adjusted and everything according to the TOILE. But yeah, I'm gonna add the cuffs finishings. I'm gonna finalise the cuff pattern and go over the bodice pattern just to check all that once more. And if I can I'll 100% get all that done today. I'm also gonna do some digital computer stuff, which probably won't do on camera because you guys probably aren't interested in that. So this is my pattern file. This is what I keep all my patterns in for university. I actually don't have a personal one yet, but I do need to get one. So I've added in my final collar pattern, and then this is the second sleeve pattern, which is fine, and also the cuff. So this is a cuff pattern. It's a basic like cuff, but I've slashed and spread it because I want some gathers and fullness in where it attaches to the end of the sleeve, and there is obviously a seam there. So I wrote here gather to 45 centimeters. That includes the 1 centimeter seam allowance. So I believe I already made this up somewhere, so if I can find that. Yeah, I think this is this the cuff? Yeah, I think this is the cuff that I've already made up. I'm not quite sure actually, but I don't like it. I don't like I made this when I was rushing in uni, so I'm not even going to put that on. I'm just going to make two complete new ones. And yeah, I wrote gather to 45 centimeter, but I'm going to remeasure the end of the sleeve, which is here, which this is the sleeve that the cuff attaches to. So the cuff is now all pinned onto the end of the sleeve, and I'm going to sew it on. So let's see how this turns out. And it turned out my pattern was wrong. My sleeve length itself, including the 1 centimeter seam allowance either side, was 24 centimeters, and on the pattern I for some reason doubled it up. But I've realised that mistake now, so yeah, let's sew this on. So that has come out pretty good. I'm really happy with that. Sure about is that the sleeve fabric is shown on the outside here. There's no raw edges or anything, but I'm not sure if I want it on the inside and then the cotton fabric to show, if that makes sense, on the seam. But overall I'm actually really happy with that. That turned out pretty good, so I'm going to do the other one. So I've added my cuffs, so I'm just going to show you guys. So this is the cuff. Obviously it still needs hemming and everything. This is not the fabric that the actual dress is going to be made in. This is just a TOILE, and this mesh is just something that I used for the mock-up because, like I said, my actual fabric for the sleeve itself is going to be power mesh, which is still a mesh, but it's it's got much more body to it. It's not flimsy at all. Of course I just need to hem this, and I'm just going to do finishings and stuff to this today, but I'm really happy with how it's turning out. And when I go back to uni, the uni actually starts again on the 4th of January, which is Monday, but because of County Wales in lockdown, we're not going back in person until the 11th, so those couple of days, that's when I'll actually be making the actual dress, and I will vlog and record that in uni. But England right now aren't going back to colleges and stuff in person until the 18th, which I'm not sure, and if that happens with Wales, I'm not sure how that's going to work because our deadline is actually on the 15th, which is the Friday before the Monday, that is the 18th. So yeah, so I'm really happy with how this is turning out, and I hope you guys enjoyed the studio vlog. I am going to be doing loads of, again, sewing videos. Of course, you guys know I sew and do prints and everything like that as well. I am going to be doing some more sewing tutorials, some of you have actually asked me on Facebook, so that will be happening. And I'm thinking of, as you guys know, my Instagram is now my print Instagram, but I'm thinking of creating another one just for my sewing stuff and everything. So if you guys will be interested in that, please let me know below. And if I do it, of course I will link it in the description. But yeah, all my socials and my Etsy store and everything is linked in the description. And thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please be sure to subscribe, and I will see you in my next video for more tutorials and everything like that. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.